Hello. Hey, teachers from YouTube. How is everyone doing? Hello, hello. Live both places today, here on YouTube and on Instagram. Soon we're going to start Instagram. Let me connect here first to see if it's working. Yes, it is. Let me just see this light here. It's always kind of tricky. I think here we're going to have a better deal. Who's here on YouTube? Say hello. Say hello. Give me a hello. 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 Lights, please. Okay, cool. We're going to start now here on Instagram as well. Give me just a second, teachers. How's everyone doing? Say hello. Just a moment, guys. Okay. Yes. Checking connection. Marisol, Audrey. Hi, guys. Hello. Hi, everyone. Hi, teachers. Both now officially both on YouTube and on Instagram. So you choose, you pick where you prefer to watch. All right. How's everyone doing? Wednesday already, right? How has your day been? You have no idea how many things I've already done today. My day has been very, very, very productive. Hi, Jonas. Hello, Carol. Wanderson. Sofia. Hi, Sofia. Leozinho Nascimento. Leonardo. Nice, guys. Very, very nice. Hi, Tati. Ellen. Do you have these days that you wake up early and you schedule, you plan? Like, that's the beauty of planning your day, right? I planned so many things for this morning. I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do everything. But yeah, I even had some time to, sit on my couch and just relax for some minutes and, get ready for the live here. Ellen saying my day has been very productive too. Awesome, Ellen. Cool. I'm happy you're here too. I had a great talk today. Yay. Oh, that's the kind of conversation we have with best teachers ever, right, Sachi? Hello, Paulo, Leticia, Fernanda. Hello from Argentina. Awesome, guys. Amazing, amazing. So, since today's topic is a very important one that many teachers always send questions, let me write here. Take this time to invite another teacher a friend that wants to be a teacher, because we're going to talk about certificates, certifications, and courses to be teachers, all right? So let me just write right here. Do you need a certificate to teach? All right, I'm going to pause here so everybody knows the topic, and get ready, bring some water, because this one will raise a lot of discussion here, and that's the point. Hi, Luani. I'm not an English teacher, I'm a student, but I love to practice my listening in your lives. Awesome, that's it, Wondersoul. You're welcome. Stay here, right? So let's talk about this question that basically every time I open the question box here on Instagram, teachers send this question. And in many of the groups, not the BTE groups, but groups in other channels that I participate, teachers always ask, right? Teachers always ask if they need a certificate or some kind of certification to teach English, or if people believe that English teachers who have a certification are better than the ones that don't, right? And here in the lives, every once in a while, somebody sends that question. So please start sharing here in the comments here on Instagram, and also here if you're watching on YouTube. Please let me know, right, your point of view. And again, guys, this is a space for us to share ideas, to talk about what we believe, what we think works best. And we're not going to open anything that is like, oh, it has to be like that. I disagree. It's not a fight. It's not an argument. Okay. It's a discussion. And since it's a very common topic, right? I want everyone to open their minds to thinking in different ways. Okay, I'm going to share from my point of view, from my experience, from what I see from the teachers with BTE, from all of the teachers that I've ever trained in my life, right? Hundreds of teachers that I've trained in my entire life, teachers that worked with me, teachers that worked in the schools that I used to manage, right? So from all of these different points of view, and from the point of view of an English teacher, because I am an English teacher and I've been an English teacher for, oh my goodness, can even count like 24 years now, 23, 24 years now. All right. And let's establish something so that you don't worry about something that you don't need to worry. And you know the steps that you should take in order to become the best teacher ever, in order to have your own career as an English teacher, your business, all right, depending on what you want for yourself as an English teacher. Okay. So first, do you need a certificate? Do you need to have taken languages, right? Letras, right? In college, or pedagogy, or CELTA, Delta, TKT, or any kind of teacher training to start teaching? You don't, right? Pay attention, please. Pay close attention to what I'm saying. You don't need that to start teaching. Okay, I'm not an English teacher, but my English is excellent. I really know the language well, right? Not just like a student, but you know more, and you understand that English is somehow a gift, a talent that you have. You understand it easily, use it easily. Okay, you don't need a certification to start. All right? Like we say, your English doesn't have to be perfect, but excellent. That's it, Luani. So, same for certifications. You don't need a certificate to be a good teacher, but you always have to study, improve, and etc. That's it. We're gonna thank you so much, Lu, and that's what I believe. But let me be clear here, because I have the feeling that many times when we just give a quick answer, we miss the chance of exploring, the topic and really making a point and clearing up people's ideas, right? Teaching for 24 years, you look 24 years old. Marisol, thank you so much. But I started teaching when I was 14, right? 14. So my answer is, you don't need a certification. You don't need any course to start teaching. However, you don't start teaching forever. Right? You don't start forever. You can start teaching. You can start having a student here and there. You can start even working for a school. And I know that many teachers, they were the best students in their classes, right? And the school invites them to start teaching. So you don't need that to start. But listen, you're not going to be starting for years and years, right? After 1, 2, 3, you're not starting anymore. So, okay, I want to see if I like it, because you're probably going to start by applying from what you learned, from what your teachers, how your teachers taught you, right? From the experience that you have. And that's okay. For you to start teaching, no problem, right? For you to even see if you like it, because sometimes you're like, I think I will like teaching English. I love English, and loving English and teaching English are different things. And many times, because you love the language doesn't mean that you have what it takes. You have the skills, you have, the talent to be a teacher. You can learn that, okay? But to start, no problem. Are we clear about starting? When I was 14 and I started teaching my sister, our neighbor, they were the same age, so I started teaching a pair, right? And my mom and her friend, they were my first students. I was 14. I had been studying English for 4 years. I was always in love with English, right? English was always like the love of my life. And I was always the best student. I think I already told you this story. I would study English in 2 schools, not just in one. I started studying, like officially studying when I was 10, right? And when I was 13, I guess, I asked my mom if I could study English in one more school. So on Mondays and Wednesdays, I would go to a school, and Tuesdays and Thursdays, I would go to another school. And I would always ask my mom to buy dictionaries and grammar books, and I always listened to music. So English was part of my life. My English was already excellent. Not as good as it is today, of course, but it was enough to start. Did I have any training about how to teach? No. What did I do? I did what my teachers did in class with me that I liked. All right. Okay. And then the thing is, for you to start, no problem. However, look at the timeline. I was 14, and then I finished the course in the school I used to study at, and that was Cultura Inglesa in Londrina. I finished the course when I was 16, right? I took the entire course there, and I finished when I was 16. And the school, and I was already working in the school's study center. They had a program that if you worked some hours in a week as a monitor, as a person who helped other students who had difficulties with English, you would have a discount, right? So I started doing that when I was 14. And I always did that. I was always involved in the school's life. I always participated in everything, any club, any kind of event, I was always there, right? So when I was 16 and I finished the course, they invited me to take a teacher's training course. And back then, it was an entire year. It was a course that they would sell, right? It was like for anyone who had finished the course and wanted to become a teacher, they offered that course. So for one entire year, I took my first course before I even went to college, right? I was in my terceirão, my last year of high school. So I took a whole year. This course is teacher training course with Ingrid, and she was amazing. She is amazing. And then I learned how to teach. It was the first time I learned about methodology, about how to teach pronunciation, how to teach grammar, how to teach vocabulary, reading and writing, and how to talk to students, how to correct homework, blah, 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 blah. Right? And back then, we would have a group. Oh my goodness. Internet. Okay, internet's back. Not so much. Let me see. Wait. Hi, guys. Right, I'm back. Am I back? Give me a joinha, guys, if I'm back. Hello, Camila. I'm going to be in the challenge. You're right, I check. I've already registered. Woohoo, that's awesome. Guys, just let me know if I'm back. It says, Instagram says I'm okay. Anthony, thank you so much. Right. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Laura. So then after I had been teaching for 14, 15, 16, almost 3 years, did I take my first teacher training course. Was it good? Oh my goodness, it was amazing. And we had a trial group that the school would offer on the Friday afternoons, right? They would open a group for people who couldn't afford studying there. It was the group for us to practice, right? So everything we learned, we would have to practice with this group. And that's when I started preparing, really learning how to be a teacher. But I was teaching. I had my private students. I don't remember exactly how many, but I had one or another private student, right? So again, you don't need that to start. And then I learned that I really wanted to be an English teacher. I was 16. I was in my last year of high school. And I had to decide what I was going to take for college, what vestibular I was going to apply for. And then I decided to take languages. Said, okay, I really like Portuguese. I really like English. I really like writing and reading. I like this. Like, I know that it's where I want to be. And I really like this teaching thing. So I'm going to take languages. And so I did, right? And again, 4 years learning about methodology, about how people learn, about linguistics, about phonetics, about literature, about the language, about everything, right? 4 years. And it was in Londrina at UEL, Universidade Estadual de Londrina, which when I started was 1999, right? It was top, like Mackey, the grade was A. It was one of the best courses in the country. So there was USP, Unicamp, Unesp, UEL, and there was, I don't remember which other one, but it was considered one of the best in the country. And it really was great. However, in my class, and we had Portuguese English, we had Portuguese Spanish, Portuguese vernaculars, just Portuguese, Portuguese French, right? And I took English. But from my group of English, I think we were 50 people, 52 or so, maybe 5 knew English. Maybe 5 people could speak English well. And the English we had there was, we had classes once a week, like really English classes once a week. And it was a book that was like some upper intermediate English file or whatever. And the classes were terrible, terrible. So I learned a lot of other things. We had to take our trainee, like our estágio in public school. So cool. That's when I started learning about multiple intelligences and emotional intelligence, because the professors introduced the book Emotional Intelligence, and I'm like, I really want to start using that in my traineeship here. But it was all because I chose that. And I became even better after that. Okay. Again, I was not starting anymore. At that time, I would work all day long at Cultura Inglesa as an English teacher and go to college at night. And I would teach Saturday mornings and afternoons. That's one of the good things of being young, right? So guys, look, that's when, and simultaneously with Cultura Inglesa, after I finished the teacher training course, I took the CAE. That's the Cambridge Advanced English. And then I took the CPE, right? And there, I remember that their programs were 6 months that you took a preparation course to have the certification, right? And then I took the CAE. I took another one that doesn't exist anymore. It was called CCSE. This test doesn't exist anymore. This exam doesn't exist anymore. And there was level 1, 2, 3, 4. I took all of the levels. Right? FCE and all of these things there. Why? Because I never wanted to stop studying. So what's the next thing? Okay, the next thing is the CP. The next thing is the CAE. The next thing is whatever, right? And I had prepared for the CP for 6 months, and then when we were going to take the test, something happened, and I ended up not taking the CP. I didn't take the CP, right? But I studied a whole semester for it. We did simulations, but I never did it. And that was the time when I was about to finish college anyway. And I'm like, you know what? That's fine. I don't need that. I was already thinking about other things to do, right? So, but again, I decided that I was an English teacher. I was already working as an English teacher. I had been hired at the best school in town, right? I was working every day, all day. I was teaching all the time. So I was getting a lot of experience. I was around teachers all the time. And at that time, Cultura Inglesa would invest a lot in teacher training. So I started learning about neurolinguistics, about all the different kinds of methodologies and techniques. We would always have like lectures and workshops, and we would go to these brass teasel things. And the Cultura Inglesa, ABCI, this country, like events, national events. So you see the difference. It's not the paper, it's not the certificate that I had. It was all of these years. By the time, like I had started the one when I was 14 with nothing, just the English I knew, right? But I was always taking the next step and teaching, right? Talking to teachers, learning, observing other teachers' classes. I would always be that one that there were always the teachers I admired, and they were Ilza, Silvia, Roseli, Andrea. There were so many teachers, Vivian, Alice, Ingrid, all of these teachers from Cultura Inglesa back then that I loved. They had been my teachers. And I would say, Fulana, I'm not teaching at this time here. Can I observe your class? Can I just be quietly observing your class? Why? Because I wanted to see from a teacher's perspective and not from a student's perspective anymore, how they were teaching. And that's what I would do in my free time when I was not teaching, in between classes. Can I watch the first part of your class? Can I see, oh, now I'm going to start teaching advanced levels, but I've never taught advanced levels. Can I watch your classes and see how they go? Right? Let me just see. In the beginning, it was so hard. Sometimes I feel sorry for my first, Paloma, me too, but I tried my best and I learned a lot from them, and that's it. Cultura was my home too. Yeah, I had the same. I have friends from there. Like we became a family. It's super cool. Let me just see the comments here on YouTube too. Do you know someone who teach for TOEFL that never did the exam? I think it can be kind of problem for the student or something like that. Andre, very nice comment, and I'm going to talk about that too, okay? Excellent comment. Marisol, that's something that shocked me as well when I started college. I thought being able to speak English was a requirement. Marisol, it's not. It's not. And there are many people that graduated with me. They have the same diploma I do, but they don't know English. They just don't know English. They have a certificate. They can teach at any school, but they don't know the language, right? But only me and 3 other people were able to speak English. That's it, guys. It's a reality, all right? I used to do the same. Luani would do the same thing. Luani, we're twins. I'm telling you, we're twins. You're younger, okay? So you're my little sister. But then, guys, listen, all of these other tests, all of these things that, and we even started studying for CELTA or Delta. I don't remember what it was, but with the teachers at Cultura Inglesa, we would always be doing something. I remember I took a whole semester or a year of a writing course, like how to write, learn how to write essays and write better. I have the text here with me, and I keep everything. I keep everything. So is it the certificate? Is it the diploma? Is it the piece of paper that defines if you're a good teacher or not? No, it's not. Does it add? Does it help? Of course it does. Of course it does. Because I took a whole year or a semester, I don't remember, preparing to take the CAE. And then I took the test. Does it make me a better teacher for students who want to take the CAE? Of course. Because I took an entire year of a preparation course to take the CPE, and I know how the test works, or the IELTS, or I remember there was a TOEIC and the IELTS too. I was one of those nerds that, okay, what else going on? Do these things help me be a better teacher? Of course. They open the possibilities. Oh, I've done that. Oh, I learned about that. I can teach that if I want to, right? Oh, I already, do you know this test here? Yeah, let me take this test. Let me buy the prep book. Let me talk to teachers. Let me study and see how I would pass that test, that exam. Does it help? Does it make me a better teacher? Of course, it all adds. One of the biggest difficulties I had the last time I had to write my resume was to put everything, because there's so much. But is it all those titles? It's not. It's my attitude. It's my willingness to learn. It's my openness to learning all the time and to seeing English from different perspectives. That's what really matters. Is it the fact that like back then I went to London and I spent time in London and also in Europe using English too? And then I started going to the United States every year. Does it add? Of course it does. And when I started going to the United States, I went to the United States to work as a teacher. So I didn't go to the United States to work with something that had nothing to do with English or teaching. So does it add? Is it better than just going to the United States and working somewhere that has just Brazilians or people that don't speak English? Of course it does. Is it the paper that says, oh, she's been here for 6 months, she's been here for... No, it's not. It's the way you face your career and your specialty. I was never anything other than an English teacher. That has always been my thing. I've never worked, and I even think that I should have, right? I've never worked, like in a store. I've never done anything else. I've always worked inside an English school as a teacher trainer, as a school coordinator. That's it. That's my whole life. Is it the TOEFL test I took with a super high score, almost aced it? Is it the paper that says that I'm a good teacher? No. It's the days and days, hours and hours, books and books that I bought and studied and did everything. All of my TOEFL prep books are all filled in. That I said, you know what? I'm going to take this test here. I have to know everything about it. Because eu sou dessas, né? I don't want to have a low score on the TOEFL. I'm not going to do all of this thing to have a low score. I want to have the best score I can. So does that make me a better teacher for advanced students, for people who want to take the TOEFL? Yes, not the piece of paper. Not the piece of paper, right? The piece of paper says at that point in her life, her English was this level. That's it. Or a CELT or a TKT or whatever you do, the pro that you do with us. We created a course for that because so many teachers were asking about a course to learn how to teach because they never did it in their lives. It's okay if you have never done it in your life, but to continue not ever learning how to teach and learning about teaching in the learning world, you know, okay, I learned English because I lived abroad. I spent 2 years as an au pair in the United States, and then you never studied again. Is it the fact that you went to the United States that make you a good teacher? No, it's not. That adds, and that's super cool. It's going to add a lot to your classes, to your knowledge, to your culture. But that's not it. It's what you do after and while you are being a teacher. All right? I consider my English level a good level, but I never taught English. Do you have a course, a methodology, or something like that? Lucci, we do. We have the PRO, the teacher training course. Why? Because many teachers always asked us about it. We created this amazing course. It's a super practical course. It gets all my experience, Fernanda Rocha's experience, Ariel Siccone's experience, and Maíra de Boni. We all have our specialties, and we got together to make this amazing course that will teach you everything from the basics, from theory, from everything you need to know about learning and teaching, practical things, techniques, resources, and everything, so that you become a pro teacher, professional teacher, not just a person who likes English and like, oh, maybe I'm gonna, okay, if you're starting, fine, but if that's your career, you have to invest. So I'm anxious to be part of BTE. Nana, you're gonna love it. It's going to, open your mind so much for this career, right? And again, one more thing, guys. We're talking about all of these investments, and that is why you have to make good money as an English teacher. That is why it's not okay for you to make this little money per month and invest all of that in your career. You should demand it. You should see that, look, all that I have done in my life, all that I have invested in, all the effort, all the energy, all the time has to pay off. That is why I tell you that nowadays it's unimaginable for me, from the point where I am and the teachers in our team, the teachers in our tribe, for the amount of preparation they have, the amount of knowledge, the experience they have, to charge little when they're teaching private classes or when they accept a job in a school. It's like, it doesn't make sense. You're all this and you're going to make what, 20 an hour, 30 an hour? Really? 50 an hour, 100 an hour? No. And it's not just the certifications you have, it's who you became during this process here. Right? Let me see. I took the CAE, but not proficiency, but I took CELTA 1 and Cultura in BH. It's necessary to observe the contests in the online teaching indeed, right? And I'm sure that after taking all of that, you are much better, aren't you? But again, many teachers have all of these certifications and they are not so good, right? They're worse than many teachers, many native speakers that decided to become teachers and started learning how to teach. And again, that's one more thing. They're like, oh, you're a native speaker. Grande merda. Are you a native speaker? And do you invest in learning how to teach, in learning how people learn? Then you're awesome. then you're ahead of many people because you know all of that and you're a native speaker. Massa pra caramba. But, oh, I was born in Canada. Adianta nada, amor. Adianta nada. Again, to start, excellent. That's amazing. Brasileiro ama gringo, right? But you have to invest in your career as an English teacher. If that's your job, and that is what I help teachers do. It's like, really, this is your job. This is your career. It's not a bico. It's not an extra. It's not like, oh, I do this and then at some point, like I teach a few classes. That is not your main thing. I talk to teachers who want to be teachers, period. I don't want to do 10 other things and then teach. No, you are an English teacher. That's the only thing you do. That is my audience. That is what I see when I'm doing this live here. And I'm like, who's on the other side of the screen talking to me? It's a person who is an English teacher, who does it 100% of the time. Okay? I began teaching without a certificate. It came after 3 years. Look, Fatima is sharing the same story, right, Fatima? No, I totally agree. We need most of the time the paper, but we need to be more. That's it. Couldn't agree more. We're more. It's true. It's just a piece of paper. And one more thing, guys, if these certifications are old, you're outdated, and then it doesn't count as the same as it did when you took it 10 years ago. Oh, yeah, I did. I took the CELTA 15 years ago. Yay. What else did you do in between? No, that's it. When is the Pro course open for enrollment? Hi, Julie. We're going to open Pro right after we open BT, so towards the end of February. Okay, so first we're going to open a new group for BTE right after the Step Up Challenge. So if you're still not registered for the Step Up Challenge, do it right now. Go to the link in our bio. If you're here watching on YouTube, go to our Instagram, check the link in our bio, register. That's already the beginning of the mentoring program. BT is for you to establish yourself as an English teacher in your business. Pro is for this thing that we're talking about today. It's a course for you to learn how to teach. But I already took the CELTA. Take the Pro. Oh, I already took the Cultura Inglesa course. I went abroad. Okay, take the Pro. Because, why? Because you are investing in your career. You're not going to see the same things. We're not going to copy a course. Of course not. Okay, it's a different course that is going to add to the teacher you are. Oh, I've never taken any course. Do it immediately. Don't wait another second. I mean, wait till the end of February. Okay, right? But if that's what you want, that's the career you want, that's the job you want to have, that's the business you want to have, you have to invest your time, your focus, your energy, your money. And not just, já tenho esse certificado, tudo, já deu. Bosta professionals think this way. It's like, oh, I already know these things. I already took these things. Oh, I did it. And especially when you're older. Aí que você diz, já fiz tudo isso quando, né? Tinha lá meus 20 anos na cultura inglesa, já fiz, já deu, não vou fazer mais nada. Why do you think I took a coaching course, a behavioral profile course, a positive intelligence course, all of these other things that add to my courses, to my classes, to the teachers, to my mentorees? Because it's not enough. I started to see, like, look, why can't some people learn? Why do some people have so much difficulty and others learn so easily? I was curious. I'm like, you know what? I have to learn more about people. I know I need to learn more about how humans behave, how the brain works. And that is what makes you an amazing professional. That's what makes you become that person that a student will hire, and you're going to solve the problem, the person's problem. You're not going to be a teacher that just does the same thing as every single franchise school. Right? You have to be different. If you want to qualify yourself, if you want to charge well for the value that you really add to your students, you have to invest. You really have to invest. I've taught a number one recently, and in a multi-level course. It was a good experience, but not enough for online teaching. But it adds. Guys, don't ever throw away experience, okay? Hey, Camila, I'd like to hear from you about the content of the course. I'm not going to talk about Pro today, okay, Carol? That's not the point today. You can send me a message, a direct message, or to our support number. They're going to help you with that, but that's not the point for today, okay? How much discount do we get in other courses when we are taking BTE? Maisa, we're going to share that when we open registrations again, okay? But once you're with BTE, you always have a better price to join our other courses. Why? Because BTE is our main thing. We want you to be independent, successful, rich, sustainable teachers online, okay? Maybe you're going to need other things. You're going to learn, you have to improve your English. You have to improve your Instagram. You have to learn how to teach. You have to improve your teaching methodology and technique. So we created these other courses to boost BTE. That's the idea. Okay, so once you're taking BTE, the Best Teacher Ever mentoring program, you're always going to have benefits to join the other ones, not the other way around. Okay. I also dated an American. That helped a bit. Yeah. My husband is American. That adds a lot, guys. Recomendo. All right. So you practice English every day. I'm going to take Pro too. Liz, you're going to love it. Love it. And yesterday I was adding some more classes to Pro. Why? Because we're listening to teachers all the time. And teachers, they say, oh, but this, and like, okay, that's a difficulty they have. That's something they need a little more of. So yesterday I recorded 5 more classes for Pro. I find it difficult to engage students online. You're right, I write BTE and Pro for you. Because BTE is for you to attract students and keep students. And that's not just I sou bonitinha. Your classes have to be amazing, right? Actually, you do not need a certificate to teach. Gleison, let's say you don't need that, but you do need to invest. It doesn't have to be an international certification. But of course, if that's your career, the more the merrier. And it should be in your plan to do it at some point in your career. Okay, now I don't have it, but next year I'm going to take I'm not doing it now, but next year I'm going to take upgrade, the English course Camila has for English teachers. Why? Because I'm an English teacher. I have to keep studying. I have to keep improving. I have to keep updating myself. Right? And that is why we all keep studying. If you ask Fernanda Roche from our team, if you ask Ariel Ciccone, if you ask Maíra, if you ask Nuara, any of the teachers in our team, ask them how much time, money, and energy they always invest in improving themselves as teachers and professionals. A lot. A lot. Why? Because you know that you make that investment and you're going to get a lot more quality, a lot more professionalism, better clients, improving yourself. You are going to get better when you do it. That is when you don't worry anymore. I know that many teachers say, hi, Camila, you say like charging 100, 150 reais an hour, 200 reais an hour. Fernanda's charging 250 an hour, and she has a full schedule, right? Why? Because she's not like, she's been investing so much. She's not like, any teacher. She's a super powerful teacher. That is why she's like, you know what? Come study with me. I'm going to solve your problem. You're going to learn how to learn. You're never going to struggle again. Guaranteed. Why? Because she's been investing so much, right? So you don't need Gleison. How much is BT? We're going to talk about it in the end of the Step Up Challenge, okay? So if it makes sense to you, if you believe that's the next step for you, you're more than welcome to join us, okay? But only after you see from with your own eyes that you can make it happen, okay? Vitor, I'm on ProTeacher. Honestly, once I started, I realized the methodology mess I was doing. Thank you for sharing that, Vitor. Thank you for sharing that. Many times we don't know why we're doing the things we're doing. We just do it because we're trusting our instincts. right? Your instincts have to work after you know why you're doing this and not that, why you're teaching like this and not that. You have to know it. And do you still offer that course on language development, English for teachers? Julie, yes, we do. With BTE, when we release BTE, we're going to offer upgrade as well. You're going to, guys, if you follow me here, if you are in our group on Telegram, you're going to know, okay? We always let you know day and night when we open registrations for new groups. If you leave me, if you leave the group, then you have to count on your own luck. Okay, but we always share 1 million messages, 1 million posts. We're like, new group for upgrade, new group for BT, new group for pro. We always let you know. Okay. Camila, do you recommend a book that works for present and also online? You write, I write. With pro, we tell you that we don't recommend any books. Okay. There are many good books, but to be very honest with you, I recommend not depending on the book. You can use parts of many good books that are there in the market, okay? How do you choose that, guys? How do you become a teacher that doesn't need a book to teach? Ah, eu gosto de pagar de gostosa aqui. Ah, so não, não. You study, you learn about it. You know exactly how people learn, the ways in which people learn, the ways that you can teach, the kind of activities that you need to create for that student or for that group of students. And you create a much better class because it's customized. Oh, but I really like that book. I really like that book. That is super cool. Awesome. You know how to use that book so that it becomes the best book for your students, right? And the thing is, there is no book that is good for everyone. Books they're very good ones, very good publishers, and they study a lot to put this book together. Excellent. But the way a teacher teaches, that is what makes the beauty. You know, that is the beauty of a course or a private class. So we can use the same book. Julie and I can use the same book, and we can give an amazing class or a merda class. The book is the same. So it's not fair for the book author to say, this book is not good. No, you are not good. You don't know how to use the book well. Even with a merda book, a good teacher can make a nice class. And there were many times when I was working in schools that we had a book and the book was horrible. And you're like, okay, I have to make this book become something good. And it's on you, what you know, how you can adapt and how you can teach. So that's why books are like, it doesn't depend on the book, it's you, right? Spend a year out of the country working something else than teach, but still practice. What do you think about it? Nana, I think it's great. If you decide that you're going to go to a country, to Australia, to New Zealand, but you're going to only speak English, you're going to improve your language a lot. Your English is going to be excellent. That adds a lot, of course. But still, you're not improving how to teach. You're improving the language, which is part of this whole puzzle. Ok? Kami. Dedicação é a palavra-chave. I agree. After graduation, I stopped studying because I had to work so hard in English courses, which pay like R$25. Josiara, não faça isso com você mesma, amiga. So I had to accept so many groups to make some money. Right? So, né? I want pro. Luci, you're going to be there, right? BT is awesome. Luciana and I talked this week. Luciana is investing her heart and soul. I was at lunch then. Can it be a question already answered? But do you have a course for teachers? Oh, yes, Andrea. I have all my courses are for teachers. Okay. I don't teach students. I teach teachers. My students are teachers for learning how to teach, learning how to build a business, learning how to use Instagram. Actually, it's Noara, not me. We just created the course together, right? And learning English and improving your English. It's all for teachers, okay? I've already taken the Step Up Challenge and started my Instagram professional profile. No results so far, though. That's why I asked about how much BTE is. Gleison, take it seriously, right? Take the Step Up Challenge one more time and do everything. You are going to see results. You are going to see different feedback, better outcome. But watch the class and apply everything. So excited to start Pro. Please open a new class. We are, guys. February is next week, right? By the end of the month, you're going to be with Pro. I feel more confident delivering meaningful classes. You can see on your students' reactions. Meaningful classes, happy students. ProTeacher definitely pays off. Thank you, Vitor. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. How long is the BT? Raquel, BT is 6 months. Pro is at 1 year. Okay, BT is 6 months. Pro, 1 year. Upgrade, 1 year. I'm going to take all your courses. Balestro, most teachers do all of the courses because they understand that everything's necessary, right? Most teachers do 2, 3, or everything. Just passing by to say that I love watching your videos. Hi, Tanya. Never get tired of you. Thank you, my heart. If I had the money, I would join all Camila's courses. Jassy, take one at a time. Take one at a time. And if money is a concern for you, take BTE first. Money is your priority. Camila, I really need more money. Take BTE first. BTE is the one that's going to help you make money. Take the others later. Okay? In Rio, English courses pay 12 reais an hour. How about that? Sai correndo agora, Carol. But if you're starting, if you want to just learn, get some experience, why not? Right? Give yourself like a semester, a year, and then run away. Organizing myself. I'm really excited getting this journey started. Guy Fabricio, after enrolling BT, how long do we have access to the platform? 6 months. 6 months. BT, 6 months. Fabricio is on upgrade. That's it. Upgrade is 1 year. Okay? I really love English and I can't wait to use it as a tool for making a decent living. Lucci, get ready. Your life's going to change. That's what I get from most teachers. BT is life-changing. BT is life-changing. That's what the feedback I get from almost 100% of the teachers. BT is life-changing. Get ready. Okay? Camila, I want so much the BT. How much does it cost? Nair, we're going to talk about it in the end of the Step Up Challenge. And you are going to learn, guys, the Step Up Challenge is for you to start organizing yourself, your business, your career, right? The structure you see for the Step Up Challenge is already part of the BT. So it's your choice to start taking BT for free next Monday, right? BT, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at night for free. 4 days with a lot of content, a lot of things for you to start implementing, to start seeing results. After that, we're going to open BT. Why after that? Because BT is for people that understand how it works, and I could never explain BT in just 30 seconds. I can, but you wouldn't get the whole thing, you know? And you have to see that, wait, espera lá, eu consigo. I can do this. In 4 days, I already got this. What am I going to get in 6 months? You have to see it from yourself. I am not the one to be convincing you. I am the one to show you what you can do, what is possible, the opportunity that is being opened for you to take it or leave it, right? So you have to see from your own self. And everybody has one different reason why they join BT. Some are for the money, some are for the time, productivity, freedom, and being able to travel, leave the school they're working for. I don't know what's going to touch your heart. So that is why you need to take these 4 days. That is already the beginning. What you learn in the Step Up Challenge is part of BT. You're going to see that in much more detail with BT. But you have that, you need that base, right? You need to understand this vocabulary, this way of working that we have when you join BT. So the 4 days are open, they are free. They will work if you commit. If you're just like, eu vou ver quando eu assisto, não consegui, fazendo outras 1000 coisas aí, amor, nem Deus, nem eu, nem Jesus, nem Maria José, nem todos os filhotes de ganso do mundo podem te ajudar. Okay? You really have to make a decision, make a commitment with yourself. Agora vai. A minha vida vai mudar. Quando você bater no peito e fizer isso acontecer, amigo, ninguém te segura. Okay? Teachers, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining this live. I know this topic of certifications and courses and things is very long. We're probably going to go back to talking about it so much, but the message is, if you're really a professional English teacher, it's not just a course, it's not just a certificate, it's who you are every day. It's what you do every day, month after month, year after year, and who you become during this process. Okay? You're in Italy. Sa, are you my sister's friend? Because my sister said that some of her friends are following me. And she's like, ah, irmã, você tá famosa no exterior. Okay, guys, thank you so much for being here. This live is going to be recorded. It's always recorded here and on YouTube. Okay, so you can watch again. You can send it to other friends. Get ready for the Step Up Challenge next week. 4 days. Open your calendar for it. Get ready. Bring your bottle of water. Sit comfortably and be ready to change your life. Okay, thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Let's have lunch. Okay, beijo. Bye-bye. Bye here on YouTube as well. Ellen, hi Ellen, I bought BT and I'm planning to take Pro since I'm already getting results from it. Amazing. I would love to see you there, Ellen. Bye guys. Thank you so much.